And welcome to the second session of High Vibe Channeling for this June 25th, 2026. And it's going to be me, Ray Heitman, for the second session. And I have no idea who is coming in, and no one volunteered on my end. And who knows, maybe I'll just sit here until everybody gets tired of nothing happening. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And thank you all for coming and for joining, and for supporting us with your heart energy. And we receive you all. We have been paying attention in terms which you would understand about your current situations, which are rather in flux, but the decision points which are made are all positive. They are all flowing in ways which are desirable for you and your planet. And that goes for all of you. Even the naysayers shall get more of what they truly desire, even if they are not aware of it themselves to bring it in. There are many others who have cast nets of heart energy to capture and bring others forth. Not that they are unwilling, not that they are taken against their will, but their will precede them, and then they will follow. They will be supporters of the new earth, of the new energies. And it is not that they will have altered who they support or what they support or how they go about their days and view other people. It is the transformation of them into new beings, because the old beings are no longer compatible with the new world they will inhabit. You will see changes in these people. That will be one of the most astounding things for you, as you have all made much progress in bringing this new earth to fruition. You will recognize people, and instead of finding them a bit of beyond your preferences, we will say, you will see them, instead of cussing and complaining, going out of their way to pet animals, to complimenting others, and you will be shocked. And it will be a positive reflection, and that will signal to you innately or in your mind, if you are observant, that the shift has come and is growing. That is not really a revelation, but the observation of it may be. And we have come to you because you have reached a new level. You have definitely achieved all of your aims. They merely have not unfolded for you. There is great rejoicing in and around you, and through all of your connections, through your spirit, your heart, your planet, your universe, your souls, oversouls, and beyond. There is great excitement, love energy, which is cascading upon all of you. And you have all felt it. And while it may be unsettling in some ways, when you come out of it, you sense the joy. You sense the connection, the threads of unity you are knitting together. You are sewing souls together to celebrate in oneness. An apt theme for this evening. And we do wish to tell you not only are the colors and other things which have been discussed tonight important, and you have all received divine guidance through the blessings of the previous channeler. Trust that. But there will also be connections through animals for you. They will stick in your mind, or you will notice them and they will have a significance to you. And you may not know what it is, but if you ask the question, you see a picture of a bison, for example. Know that that means something to you if it calls to you, and then ask, what does this mean for me? And get those answers. And it may be a bird, it may be a snake, it may be a special tree that has a design within it, within the bark, or any number of things, but it will be from your natural environment. This will not be communicated through man made devices. For at the time being, because of the times in which they were made, they do not carry that loving resonance. They carry more of a 3D identity. But your natural world, including your planets, skies, asteroids, all of your heavenly objects, in your terms, do carry the frequency of the new earth. They are bound to it. They are bound by it. They are bound with it. And they are bound together. And that includes you. That is your reality. That is not your future. That is your now. You merely have not totally become aware of that. You have not integrated that into your identity yet. We are pleased that is your goal. And as we are new and we have come before you, nameless, and we have returned, for the timing is right to activate more within all of you, not only to bring that to awareness to you, but to bring the energies of you within you. You are all receiving upgrades because you have not earned them. They were already yours. They are your gifts. You have given yourselves. And this one understands that we were the you beings before. And if you wish to call us that, so be it. We will not answer because we do not answer to you or to labels, but we will be with you in your hearts to guide you into fulfillments. You can accept that promise, for we are you. We are you, and we are one. And if you have questions for us, as you have in the past, your past, we will do our best to dance around them and yet give you the information that you desire.
Greetings to you.
And to you, and thank you for once again taking the lead in coming forth to break the silence.
I think I'm getting a bit of a reputation in the non-physical realms about this.
You have no idea. You are lion-hearted, and you do have that cape of courage. You just have not seen it in your physical world yet. Yet.
Thank you. And thank you for your beautiful message. And there was talk about this heart space, and rose quartz is a crystal of the heart, no? And I wanted to ask if you can give me some advice on how and maybe with whom to connect via this beautiful rose quartz crystal that I have.
The rose quartz is not connected to the heart, it is connected to the heart energy. It is beyond the physical, but it holds within it the resonances of love, of all kinds of love, not the love of physical objects or your meals, perhaps, but all love between hearts, between individuals, between animals, between seasons. And as you were told, you can visualize that. It is within you. It is a symbol of you, for you are indeed a loving creature. And we use that term lovingly. You need not know how it works, only that it works. And if you take some and you put it where you can cast your gaze upon it, or perhaps come across it with a finger in your pocket or on one of your surfaces, it will help to remind you that you are a great love. It does not empower you, it reminds you. It may empower others, but they did not ask about it, and you did. Grasp your own rose quartz energy. You love sharing it. You love bringing people together. Another reason why you have come. And there you will find your calling. And in those groups, you will find that others are attracted to you, and you may go from not having the relationships which you desire, which you were not ready for in ways, but those individuals were not ready for you as well. And you need not be concerned with social mores, for you may have more than one or two which strike your fancy and wish to connect with you in a heart-centered way. That is a challenge for you do not wish to make any being feel poorly, but rest assured that is up to them. You merely act with your heart and love them in your own special way. And if they are not privy to be as close to you as they would like, that is fine. It is their lesson to learn, and your lesson as well, for you are not responsible for those feelings of others. One of the few lessons you have yet to learn in this physical life you have chosen.
Thank you
Is that
very much.
acceptable to you?
That is most lovingly acceptable. Thank you so much.
Happy juggling.
Mhm. Jennifer?
Hello. I have a personal question. I have all kinds of people, like everywhere in my life, telling me that I am a leader, and I I don't know what to do with that because I don't feel like one. So maybe you could help me understand.
Thank you for bringing that up. It brought us great joy. For you do not see yourself as the others see you. For if you did, you would not question their wisdom. And it takes a great leader to not see themselves as a leader, but to perform the actions of one, to be authentic in the faith or face and the space of those who are not authentic, and to hold your own. You do that. And they are taken aback because you do not meet the norm, the expectations that they have put forth. And they cower in ways by your light. They do not understand, but they are still drawn towards it. That is what leaders do. No matter where you reside, you cannot escape the destiny you have came forth, and your communication skills are part of that. You came forth to bring those messages to larger groups, and it need not be you speaking to larger groups, for your messages will travel. And rest assured, it is the spaces between the words you speak, such as in your creations, your poetry, which shall carry the weight and the energy of those messages. And those impact people because they will sense the energy with their bodily forms, not just their hearts. And their minds will wonder why they feel. And that will cause them some silence, but they will integrate that. And soon they will find themselves nodding, and they know not why. but that realization will come. And it is good for you to question, and it is even better for others to answer and support you with that. Ride upon their shoulders if they will let you. We could go on, but we have embarrassed you enough. Maybe. Do
Thank you.
you feel that?
Yes. Thank you.
That was for the benefit of the group. And thank you for choosing to be here as well, as you have given that wisdom to others. Thank yourself. We already do. And the silent ones will speak if they care to.
Would you have any message for any other persons of the group?
Yes, but we will not name names because they do not wish to come forward. So we will give general messages or perhaps in some way specific messages. None of you will regard your current identity as what you are, for you are changing in significant ways. Not that you have to leave the quote unquote old you behind. You merely have to honor it as you step into your new bodies, literally and figuratively. For they will work better for you. And when you support them, your energies as masterful creators are stronger now. You can direct that healing amongst yourselves. But the reverse is true. If you speak negatively about your body, your mind, your situation, that energy is stronger. You have already noticed your synchronicities have increased. Things are manifesting faster, faster for you, each of you, because you are at a vibratory level where you have activated more of your power. You have enabled yourself to draw more of your love energy, your soul energy, your divine flow into your 3D unraveling of your futures. And that is more true for some of you than others. But we will leave that for you to figure out who, since they did not come forth themselves. And if they wish to be church mice, let them avoid the churches because they may find there are cats there who wish to claw them a bit. Not that they will come to harm, but they know their preferences and let their intuition guide them. And they will remain unscathed, although they may relish the stories that they get to tell with those interactions. And will that be all that is required of us this particular evening?
Well, you mentioned churches, and we have some absolutely magnificent structures on the planet, and I was recently reading how they were energy houses in the past, and I was wondering if you could comment on their future uses.
You're speaking of churches?
Yes.
Understand that the buildings which house those places of worship are imbued with a specific energy. They are built with a specific energy, and that energy will not keep up with the times. So those buildings will hold you back, for they are not of your future. They are in your past, your linear expression of those moments. And you can all understand that. You understand how all physical objects are imbued with the energies which they encounter. And think of how many churches, each stone, window, pew, altar, have been objects soaking up fears, misinformation, patriarchy, self-righteousness. Those are not houses of love. Those are houses of control. Those are prisons of spirit to keep them enclosed within their doors, in their halls. And if you pay tribute to them, let it clink in the offering plate so it makes those who are in controlling places or roles happy, for they can direct their aims, and that too shall wither on the vine, for those energies are not of your future. Do you feel that?
Very much so, yes.
They
But
will persist. Let them persist on their own. They will not be taking a part in the new earth, so to speak, but their offspring shall not cater to their whims for long. Those bonds will break freely like tissue paper, and all will be free. The decisions will come on how to make use of those resources, and those will be used for the greater good of all. And you will all, as humankind, have voices to help guide how those resources are to be used. And rest assured, it will resonate with many hearts, and the energy within them shall be transformed as well, but not until new residents take over and cleanse out the old and reinstate the new. Amen.
yes. Thank you for that. But I think also I understand that the times where I sang in them with choirs, that also came to an end. And still the resonances and the music of the choirs, like all the masses and the requiems, which I love so much, they did, I think, counteract the darkness of them. Would you agree?
We do not. They brought light into the darkness, but it need not counteract it. For those songs would be better sung outside the churches than inside them. For there, then that joyous love energy which originated within them and carried them forth before their lyrics were changed to accommodate others who had other aims of control. And we use that term again because it fits. In time, you will learn about all of those efforts to keep the masses in line, so to speak. But by the time you do, you will no longer care about them. You will be focused on the heart-centered future you are building and incorporating all consciousness within it. It will be a very busy time. So sing your choirs outside the walls of such conformity. It need not even be organized. You will find that you will attract those who have similar thoughts. You can start in the mall or on a bus, but the singing itself will unite many. Let the songs come from your heart and be joyous. And not all of the scriptures or teachings need be swept away, but understand it is the divinity, the God spark which created them, which will carry forth. So their forms may change, their wording may differ, but it will resonate with authenticity and power that you can all harness for greater oneness for all.
The time to look forward to in our linear future. Thank you very much.
And you are most welcome and most vocal. That is most appreciated.
I am very happy to connect to you and to everyone else present and listening from the non-physical. All invited to the party, as I say.
They appreciate the recognition, for it happens too few times in your daily lives. It will become a standard part of them, but not so much for your lifetimes, but connections with spirit will be commonplace for your descendants or those who come after you, if you have none. And we will go and never leave. And we appreciate this time to come with you, to come to you, to come from you, for we are you. Let that puzzle settle into you. And when your identity takes hold, you will know we speak the truth of oneness. Dang, that was some energy.
Mm.
Wow, how cool.
They were wonderful.
Oh, and so forceful. I might have to go back and listen to the last time the U beings came forth. Neat. Golly, I got goosebumps on top of goosebumps. This is fabulous. What a nice surprise. Yeehaw.
I feel like that's a lot of the energy happening like throughout the planet these days is the element of surprise. People are surprised by the things that are happening in their lives. They're surprised at the people they meet. They're surprised at opportunities. There's a lot of like, wow, happening. And I think it's beautiful. I'm seeing it like within people in my life and all over the place. So
Wonderful. Thanks
we
for
never
sharing.
know.
Yeah. And I think that's part of changing the unknown in from fear to hope. Because when something comes and you're not sure what it is, I know everybody in here is like, oh, I wonder how good it will be. And not, oh, well, this can happen and this can happen. So, yeah, that's we're so many things are transforming. And they did not show me what those buildings, the churches, would be used for. And they were not going to be dismantled or anything like that, but they were leaving it up to humans to decide, and not the church doctrine or patriarchy or those social or religious structures. They were not going to get to decide. The communities will get to decide. And that's a wonderful thing. And they kept showing me when Christina, when you asked that question, they were showing me the actual stones that were used to build, um, the churches and stuff like that, and other like abbeys and, various houses that were used to hold the various individuals, the priests and the nuns or whatever. And the people who were building them did not hold the spirit within them. And that has an effect on those buildings as well. They were doing it to have work, but they were not doing it out of love of spirit. And when they tried to do that, they were directed that that is not the way. And not all, of course, there are exceptions to that, but I think that's interesting because I never really thought about that. When people are made to do things just because, it doesn't communicate the most loving energy, and that's reflected in the structures that they built.
Well, going back to Great Britain, I know of many cases where old churches were bought by private people, and they used them for completely different, like,
Hmm.
purposes, like they would turn it into a home or, whatever.
Yeah.
And I recently also read a wonderful story of a priest. I'm not sure in which country this was, but in each sermon, he would bring in donkeys and he would give them up for adoption. And I think that's a wonderful use of the church.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sure people will be creative.
Hmm. That's definitely one of our traits on Earth,
Well,
no? Or potentials.
yeah, I'm so looking forward to all this manifesting. And I'm so glad and proud of all of you and us for being part of it. And oh, Jennifer, they laughed and laughed and laughed when you brought up the leadership thing again. They were like, if you could see you now, you would not ask such folly. But of course, they have a different view. And it's perfect just the way you are, because that is the persona that will help win the people over. And it's, and I know you and I have mentioned this, that it's the silence that you bring besides the words which has the impact. Not that the words don't matter because they're carrier. The holy water still has to have a vessel. And that's what those spaces and the silences will bring. Lucky Tarquin. Lucky Jennifer. And lucky Christina Anna. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
They were so funny when I said, "Oh, I think I'm getting a bit of a reputation," and they said, "You have no idea." I'm like,
Yeah, but you're going to have to use discernment. Oh, yeah. uh, Which person do I wish to have to spend time with this evening? Oh, I'm sorry. I can only spend time with one or two of you. Yes, you're going to be left out, but we'll see if we can't work you in another day. It's like, wow, because I know, I don't know if I'm sharing too much, but you have had a minor drought or so in the past, but I don't know if that's still existing or not. We haven't really touched base on that, but
"What do you mean by drought?"
um, well, you were saying that you're going to all these clubs and places and nobody's really attached to your heart.
Hmm.
If that,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that the way you see it?
Yes, and now I'm reaching the next challenge where I find that in this current body, I find myself looking too old for the persons that I might be attracted to. And I'm like, no.
Nonsense.
Mm,
Nonsense. Yeah, get that thought out of your head. Figure out how you're gonna, yeah, get yourself a big stick to start beating these people off.
no, it's my.
Okay, a soft stick.
Never mind.
I'm sorry, I interrupted. Please continue.
It's okay.
As you wish. I mean, I know you're wonderful.
Thank
So,
you.
and that's all those, your heart is going to be the one that attracts. So
Mm,
leave all your doubts and fears and just enjoy the ride.
yes, thank you.
Mhm. I'm so grateful for all of you for letting us play. Like Jennifer said, it's more fun when you play with others.
And recently, the question was asked, what would we do if we were like a pure love being? And the only thing that came to my mind was to share, because that's the only thing that matters. It's co-creating, it's sharing, it's making connections, because it's not, especially when there's something good that one has, it's pointless to have it all to yourself. No, it's useless. it it's only nice when things are shared and experienced together. So yes.
Very true. And you're making the hybrid children rejoice, obviously, because that is what they do. They share everything. They have to learn not to share.
Mm.
And, that's, I guess we learn that too as humans, but We're throwing off those bounds, those chains. And that's why I thought it was very interesting that the beings of light came in because I wanted to just go through and invite them in because I hadn't been, and they said that um, oneness is the ultimate in trust, knowing that every individual, every consciousness that you meet is going to do the quote unquote right thing. Not necessarily the way we might expect, but it's a learning experience and it's all heart centered and it will all flow. There's no negatives of it. And I thought that is just powerful, because I never really associated oneness with trust. But we have to go. They said the fear and the doubts will blow away like a feather in a brisk wind, and they will have nowhere else to go. So they will just have to disappear from our world. I know. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling all of this stuff. It's resonating with me. So cool. I'm so fortunate. Gosh. Anyone else have
Why?
anything? Yes,
Were you wearing a whiskey t-shirt when you don't drink?
I like my whiskey straight, but my
But
friends go either way.
excellent. Very nice.
But I bought it because I used to drink bourbon. I still have some Four Roses. I give some to my neighbor every once in a while. But
It's
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Although I did have a really good chocolate and it had liquor in it, a limoncello, and I did not like it.
No, limoncello is not the best of
Well,
wine.
the chocolate was really good. I just didn't like the alcohol. And then after I had it, I was like, I that's what I choose to have alcohol for the first time since months and months and months. It's like, oh, it's just a lesson to know that that's really not for me. I mean, it's my choice, but yep. At least if I was going to sample and I knew that it was kind of yucky, so I won't have to do it again. I got that reminder. There are many other ways to get tired. Not that I'm knocking anyone else's choices. We might as well all be muted.
Silence the spaces.
Hey, that's it.
So Jennifer, do you need a visa to go to the UK?
No, I can just travel as a tourist and I can stay up to 6 months legally.
Exciting. I'm still hoping they have a layover in St. Louis, but
Uh,
yeah, that's kind of doubtful. Coming
yeah,
from,
it's usually like the bigger airports closer to
yeah,
me, like
New
Detroit or
York.
Chicago. And then over there it's like Amsterdam, yeah.
Yeah,
It's yeah.
Heathrow.
Yeah. Well, that's where I'm gonna
Yeah,
land. Yeah.
yep. Almost everybody does, right?
That's what I'm told.
Yep. I think that's the busiest airport in the world, I think.
I mean, I've gone to Canada as a child before you needed, anything to go there because I live in Michigan. So it's like, and then there's parts of like the UP where it just like feels like Canada. So I I really haven't been out of the country, really. I've been to Canada, but that's, you know, I live in Canada's daughter. That's what they call Michigan. So
Thanks, Heidi. Oh, she's still sticking around. She's just listening.
yeah. But I'm so excited because I mean, like, who who doesn't want to travel
Heck yeah.
abroad? I have people saying, why would you do that? Well, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And 5 months
Hello.
ago, you were like, I never want to leave Traverse City.
Oh yeah, well I love this. Yeah. But here's the thing about that is like I knew that I was like, I can't leave here. I can't. I'm gonna make it happen so I don't have to leave here. And I don't have to leave here until I want to. I was, it was looking like I was gonna be kind of forced out for a while. Everyone kept telling me it's gonna work out. And I was like, I believe that, but I don't have a solution in front of
Yeah.
me. And then at the last moment, obvious solution
Yay.
of my time here, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to come back.
Yeah, and you'll always have that connection because that's your land.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm gonna go probably like 5 months, but I'm gonna have to come back, you know. So
Yeah.
shh, spoilers, sweetie.
I'm doing good not oversharing. For me anyway. It's so fun, and I'm just so elated for you and for Tarquin too, but I don't know him near as well. I just know that he has, he- since he met you the first time, I mean, he has just, since he first came in, he started to turn his life around even before that. And he has just solidified into his new being. And it's just fabulous to see. It really is.
We went back and we watched that first meeting that he was at, and it was just like, are you listening to yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he was still obviously in the transition stages then. But yeah, he's not even close to the person he was back then. And he is in the flow now. That's good to see.
And when he gets better Wi-Fi, maybe we'll hear from him more often.
Hey, well, I'm all about it. I won't argue against it because I think he's got a lot more to say.
He's been summoned.
Oh, your hair looks fine. He's talking to us now, I can tell, but he's just got his mute on.
No, I saw a button.
Yep, see, he's nodding. He says, I'm specializing in
Couldn't
non-physical.
find my glasses.
Oh, no wonder he was checking his head. He can't find his
Oh,
glasses.
exactly.
There you go.
Is it working now?
It's all working.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't I
magic.
don't see my I don't see my window light up green. Why is that?
It's lit up green. We can hear you.
It should do it for me to let me know that I'm being heard.
You're
If
being
we
heard.
can fix that, that'd be great.
Yeah, we are
Wi-Fi is
getting,
coming up soon. We're going to be connected 2 weeks is the deadline. If not, there's going to be problems for
well,
them.
our
Mhm.
only problem is we won't be able to hear or see you if you don't connect. So,
It's in the pipeline. It's in the pipeline.
okay. Gonna say we get a silhouette of you.
Then we get Darkwing.
I know he looks kind of like an ET because he's got the headphones on and we can only see. That's a compliment, by the way.
Yeah, it's that level of intelligence that's coming through, yes.
Oh, I disagree, but anyway, I appreciate the humor. Oh. And I got Heidi's link. I don't know if everybody else got that. I'll check that out later.
Mhm.
And thanks again for that, Heidi. And I guess if, I don't know, anybody have any, I'm going to go ahead and hit the magic button.